Erin, you have been killing it lately.
Don't know about that.
The Purpose Project is making serious waves in the wellness community here in Dubai.
I'm so excited about the Purpose Project. It's called the Purpose Project for a reason, and I really feel like I am living with purpose now.
Can you share with me and with the listeners what's it all about? How did it come to life?
Self-development, self-discovery journey, and I've kind of shared the highs and the lows with people on social media and things, and I would have been taken into hospital for sure. It would have been the safest place for me. And I love that people are now saying, it's okay not to be okay, and we have World Mental Health Awareness Day and suicide awareness, postnatal depression, etc. And that's why I think also being authentic and sharing the highs and the lows on social media it's helpful.
Are you ready to embrace the best version of yourself? I'm Jen Helliwell, design and fashion creator, and I am on a mission to inspire, motivate and uplift women to be just that through my platform and podcast, This Girl Can Talk. This episode is wonderfully uplifting and positive, but it also includes deeply personal and sensitive discussions about postnatal depression and suicidal episodes. I wish to take this opportunity to provide a gentle warning that these topics may be disturbing or triggering for some listeners. If you feel that it may be too much, please feel free to skip this episode. Above all, I encourage you to seek support from a licensed professional if needed. Taking care of your mental health and wellness is of the utmost importance to me. Thank you for your understanding. Hi, fabulous ladies. Welcome back to the pod. Have I got an episode for you today? We are diving deep into a conversation that promises to inspire, challenge, and leave you with excitement, awe, and motivation. I am honoured to welcome my guest, whose presence alone speaks volumes. Erin Harrington, stunningly beautiful, incredibly kind, and radiating warmth and strength. A true expert in both inner and outer beauty, she has walked through life's challenges with grace and resilience. Now she's channeling her lived experience and wisdom into her groundbreaking project, the Purpose Project, a powerful initiative designed to help women rediscover their authentic selves, unlock their purpose, and live with unwavering intention. Through transformative self-discovery, a supportive community, and life-changing personal growth tools, Erin is creating a dynamic space where women can thrive and tap into their fullest potential. Before we jump in, please make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the weekly conversations to come about bravery, style, and all the ways us women can rise up together, stronger, braver, wiser, and happier. Welcome to the pod.
Thank you so
My
much.
lovely friend. Thank you for coming.
What an introduction.
Oh, well,
Thank you so much.
I am beyond excited to have you.
I'm so excited to be here.
We've known each other quite a few years now. I think we first met, it's
7 years ago.
about 7 years ago at my sister's Christmas party.
Yeah. Fresh off the plane from Dubai.
Yeah.
From Scotland, sorry, yeah.
Scotland.
Yeah.
And we didn't really, though, connect properly outside of social media until just about 3-4 months ago now. I've been watching what you were doing, and I was thinking, and then got in touch, and you were like, "Do you know what? We need to sit down. We need to sit down and have coffee." And we did. We had a coffee that lasted into hours and hours and hours. And it was just a lovely connection, wasn't it? Because doing similar things, and that's what's become so nice about this, meeting people
that are on the same path as you and kind of at the exact same place in our new journeys. So it's exciting.
Exactly. So before we get into the big stuff, I want to kick off, as I kick off with all of my guests. And I know you didn't want me to ask you this question, but you look absolutely fabulous. So please, can you share with my listeners and those who are not watching, what are you wearing?
I think I'm a mixture of Stradivarius and Zara today.
Yes, I love this.
Anybody that follows me on Instagram will know I cannot go past that shop and not leave with a bag of something.
Can't not. It's a magnet.
Mm-hmm. Very comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Zara. I'm a high street girly.
Well, you look fab.
Thank you. So do you, as always.
Well, I did. I told you I put on my
little light shoes.
because you held a wonderful morning on Wednesdays.
Still like reeling from that. It was so
beautiful.
Good, wasn't it? I loved it.
It was a self-love workshop morning. I mean, it wasn't a workshop. It was just
such a nice event. I loved it so much.
It really was.
Yeah.
So this leads me on. Erin, you have been killing it lately. You are the word about town.
I don't know about that.
You are. I'm not blowing smoke. The Purpose Project is making serious waves in the wellness community here in Dubai and beyond. Can you share with me and with the listeners what's it all about? How did it come to life?
I'm so excited about the Purpose Project. It's called the Purpose Project for a reason, and I really feel like I am living with purpose now and intention, and I absolutely love doing it. And I think it came about because 3-4 years I've been on my own self-development, self-discovery journey, and I've kind of shared the highs and the lows with people on social media and things, and really found that I'm not the only one struggling. And so I've chose to share some of those struggles and things that have helped me. I've always been into manifesting. I've done vision boards for like 12 years now. So I started doing like vision board workshops, and then I designed my own vision board kit, which I absolutely love. Yeah, it's just another string to my bow, I suppose, and I'm just trying to kind of, it's all very new and I'm finding my feet with it, but I love it. It makes me feel so good.
It's giving so much back to so many people. It really is. I mean, I've been lucky enough to benefit from 2 of your manifesting workshops and your self-love morning, which was the first one. I've gotten so much out of them, but it's seeing the other women that are getting stuff.
100%.
And for me, it's seeing you as well, and all of us like-minded women together taking our own path of recovery
and supporting each other.
Yeah, but taking what we've been through and gone through and how we've walked through that and then regifting that out, which is such a lovely and brave thing to be doing. So it's amazing. I'm really loving watching you thrive with your new platform, and I know it's something that you're loving. But I'd also kind of like to know and share with the listeners, what's the hardest part about what you're doing right now? And is there that inner fear that keeps you pushing forward?
I guess pushing outside your comfort zone, which you've kind of got to walk the talk, don't you? And if you're telling other people to step outside their comfort zone and do the thing, you have to be that yourself. So doing this today is outside my comfort zone. Public speaking is very new to me, but I'm trying my best with it. And I suppose, the inner dialogue, and I'm sure it gets to us all at some point, is that imposter syndrome.
Oh yeah.
Definitely, it is a huge one for me. And I think that little voice in your head will always be there, but it's learning to be compassionate to yourself, reframe it, flip that thought like we spoke about the other day. I always talk about flip the script. Yeah, just pushing forward, but also just being kind to myself and then celebrating the wins,
It's so true of what you say, and it's that imposter syndrome piece, isn't it? What are they going to think? Who am I to say this? What am I to do that? And it's that, I think you've just got to do, like you said, like flip the script.
100%. And I don't think I actually care what people think. Like, I don't think I care what people think anymore. I'm pretty good with that one. I think it's more from I have this experience. This is my path. This is my truth. I'm happy to speak it. But almost what qualification do you have behind that? So I'm studying just now because I do want to have that certificate, but that certificate isn't going to define whether I'm good enough or the experience that I've already got.
Yeah.
It's just going to elevate it. So I guess the kind of imposter syndrome comes from that, what do you actually know? But then I'm thinking, well, what have you actually lived? So
this is it.
Yes,
that's the piece for me.
Yeah, and it's flipping that, and
that's not letting it get me. That's so important, I think. From my own experience, one example would be when I was in a treatment centre, the people that were the most helpful to me were the nursing staff who had suffered with a eating disorder.
Yeah.
Because that's the lived experience. So they really knew what it was like to be going through what I was going through. The doctors and the psychiatrists and with the PhDs and they had read every textbook, so they knew all this.
But they hadn't lived it.
Yeah, if you walk in my shoes, you know.
Yeah.
All right, you are a self-proclaimed manifesting queen, and you really are. And I love the bit you're like, I manifested my man.
I did.
You manifested your man, your son, your dog, and so much more.
Bye, yeah.
And I love it because this gives hope. And there's always hope, and it makes me buzz and fizz. But is there something that you thought you really, really wanted?
Okay.
You manifested it, and then you realized it wasn't all that, or that you didn't really want it?
If you set an intention and you decide that this is what you want and you have the attachment to it, like I speak a lot about the emotional attachment to something, the why you want it, how it will make you feel, etc. So if you have that and then you successfully manifest and attract that into your life, whether you then decide that you want it or you don't want it, I think that's what was meant for you.
Okay.
So whether you then decide that it is needed in your life or you want it or it serves a purpose, it will then teach you a lesson. I can't think of like anything that I've maybe had on a vision board that I've then not wanted. Maybe things have come to me in ways that I've not expected them to come to me. So then like the final outcome or the way that things have been attracted into my life were differently from how I thought they were going to come. But like everything's energy, isn't it? Like everything's energy. Where your energy goes, focus flows. Is that right?
Yeah.
Or the other way around? Yeah. So I used to always say, and I would like define myself as somebody with anxiety, and I labeled myself Anxious Annie. That was my name. And I would openly go on my social media and be like, oh, here's your girl, Anxious Annie. She's doing this today or whatever, But like, if I'm telling myself that I'm an anxious person and anxiety defines me, I'm only bringing more anxiety into my life. So it's just about, stopping that and then not manifesting and bringing more of it into your life and speaking more positively. But yeah, I think good or bad, your energy will always attract things to you. And whether you manifest it and then decide you don't want it, there will have been a lesson to be learned.
So nice. Love it. Okay. One thing I admire so much about you, Erin, is how authentic you are. And I really do. Like, we both know how important it is to live by our values and be surrounded by people who truly inspire us. So what's your take on the whole living your truth thing?
I think it is paramount to living a truly meaningful, happy, purposeful, intentional life. Like, if you're not being your true authentic self, what's the point? Like, you're masking, you're faking it, you're not being true to who you are. Therefore, you're never going to really connect with or bring in the right kind of person around you. And for me, just accepting who I am, flaws and all, good and bad, and just kind of owning that and leaning into it, I think is just so important to just, speak your truth and be yourself.
I couldn't agree. I'm embarking upon this journey, and it's scary, and
it's vulnerable.
It's vulnerable, but it would be exhausting to try and be someone different.
100%. And I've done that. I've been that. When okay, I'll just have to tell you the story. So when I first had Will in 2020, I started up this Instagram page. You wouldn't have followed it, I don't think. And it was called the Starting Over Mama, right?
Okay.
Because obviously I was starting again, 18-year age gap between my children. And honest to God, I don't think I could get into that Instagram account now, and I don't think I would want to because I would cringe.
Yeah, like the cringe, violent ick.
Oh, so icky. But that's how I felt. Like, that's how I was living my life. Like, and I was following all these perfect mom influencers, and I was like uploading reels of my freshly baked muffins and stuff. And I mean, that is not me. It's not me. If it's you, then like 100% go for it.
Yeah.
Lovely. I'll save your recipe, and maybe if I find time, I'll make it with my kid. But like, it's not who I truly am.
No.
And so I put myself in that position and thought I had to be something that I wasn't, and I had to like show up. And I was also lost, and I was trying to find connection and find other mums.
Find who you were.
Exactly. And I did make a lot of friends on there, actually, who have followed over to my platform now. But yeah, that was icky.
It's like those things, isn't it, now when you get like the flashbacks on fake memories. No, don't let. Oh God, no! It's just like no, yeah, no, yeah. Like, they're funny. Oh, no, the dreaded one when someone shares it. That leads on nicely to my next one. Let's get real for a minute. We've been through those lost phases when life just feels really stuck, really stuck. Can you share a time in your life when you felt you were completely off track, and what did it take in that moment or in those times to really turn it around? What gave you the strength to push forward?
I've had several low points, as I'm sure everybody has. My lowest point was October 2021. So Will would have been like 16 months old at this point. And I had really masked and tried to hide my postnatal depression. I guess I didn't know that's what it was because I was probably so unwell. And I was sitting on the living room floor and I phoned my husband. It was maybe about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I phoned him and he was really unaware. This phone call kind of blindsided him. He had no idea how mentally unwell I was. And I phoned him and I said, I need you to come home because if you don't come home right now, I don't think I'll be alive by tea time. And I was at home with Will and he was in the car and he was home straight away. And I was so terrified. I couldn't live in my own head anymore. And I went to the doctors that afternoon and explained that I was suicidal. And I was terrified of myself and my thoughts. If we'd been home in the UK, I would have been taken into hospital for sure. It would have been the safest place for me. That was my lowest. And I think to keep me going and overcome that, it was my kids. I'd been a single mum. Like Neve was then 19 at the time. I'd done 19 years of internal struggle for her. I wasn't going to give up for Will and for my husband. And I knew that there would be light on the other side, but it was so hard to find any light because I couldn't get out of my head. I was diagnosed severe postnatal depression, panic disorder, anxiety, and that's what's led me to like this journey that I've been on. But on the subject of like postnatal depression or any mental health illness, I would just like to say to anybody that's listening, like, speak out, like ask for help. I wish to God I hadn't left it as long as I had. Like, I didn't have to get that unwell. I didn't have to struggle as much as I did, and my recovery wouldn't have taken as long as it has had I just said I'm not okay. Yeah. And I love that people are now saying, you know, it's okay not to be okay, and we have World Mental Health Awareness Day and suicide awareness, postnatal depression, etc. And that's why I think also being authentic and sharing the highs and the lows on social media it's helpful, because you realise you're not alone. People will reach out that feel the same.
Thank you so much for being so vulnerable. And sometimes I think vulnerable isn't the right word because it echoes some kind of weakness, and there is no weakness in that. There is only strength.
Yeah, 100%.
In what you've just shared. I just take my hat, everything out off to you for being so brave to speak out, and at the time to find that voice inside. Because having been in those vulnerable positions myself, it's such a personal journey to be able to find the strength within, to find the words to say it to yourself.
Yeah. 100%.
Let alone say it to...
And that's the first step, isn't it? It's just admitting to yourself.
It's so good that we're having this conversation.
It's heavy, isn't it? It is a heavy one, but I think it's important to have, because so often people think that they're on their own, and they're really, really not.
And this is why I'm bringing this platform, because people look on the outside and think, oh, Erin Harrington. She's gorgeous. She's great. She brings such energy. She's killing it in what she's doing. But everyone has a story. The more we know that, the more we know that we can do it too.
100%. And I think like on paper, it would have looked like I had everything. I had the IVF miracle baby, you know, my daughter was settled in Dubai. I had the husband after the heartache. We're living in like this amazing destination. But I was the lowest I'd ever been. So it just goes to show that what you see on social media or what you perceive to be somebody's most amazing life, they could be going through internal hell, you know?
Yeah, and give people a break.
Yeah, exactly.
Give people a break. You never know. And, people back home as well.
Yeah.
You think, "Oh, what's she got to complain
Exactly.
about? Living the highlight."
Yeah,
And
they've no idea.
so, yeah. How has being real about your struggles and wins helped you create your platform going forward and the impact it's made for others?
It's just helped me to really build connection and community with people. Like with social media, I don't even have a battle with it. Like so many people will say so many negative things about it. I genuinely don't experience that with social media, and I never look at it as like a negative. I don't, thankfully, touch wood, get trolled or anything like that. And I think I
don't think anyone could troll you.
Well, there's plenty of people, unhappy people out there, isn't there? But like some of my biggest cheerleaders are people I've never met on social media. And so like when I'm honest and I'm like for a while I couldn't go to concerts, and I absolutely adore music. I love dancing and singing and it brings me so much joy. But I had a huge panic attack a couple of years ago at a concert, and I spoke about it. And then when I got back to going into concerts and facing the fear, there was so many nice messages of like, I'm so proud of you, well done you, like that's amazing. Flying was my hugest trigger. Last year I took 16 flights, and so everyone was like, oh my God, like, look at you go now. But then, like, also people have reached out and it's like, my daughter really wants to go to this concert. I'm terrified. I don't know how I'm going to do it. And so I was helping this girl with like how I've managed to kind of overcome that. And then she went to this concert with her daughter not long ago, and she sent me a message afterwards and she was like, oh my God, I did it. But I not only did it, I actually thrived and enjoyed it. I was like, yes, like that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's just,
isn't it?
It's you being real and sharing your truth and then helping other people. Like that's just, for me, what it's all about, connection and community.
It makes it worthwhile, doesn't it?
100%.
It's like all that hell and those times when you thought it was never going to get better.
Yeah.
It's worth it if you can help.
Exactly.
I will say if I can help just one person.
Oh, 100%.
Which do you find more natural, being live on your camera on social media or sharing your thoughts behind the scenes on social?
I find it very easy to go on my stories and just chat away. I probably don't do it as much as I should, but like that's not an issue for me. I guess because you're not sitting in front, like you can't see anybody's reaction, right? So that it's just you in your room or in your car or whatever you are. So like no issue at all. I can talk for Britain and I'm quite happy to share things and stuff. Public speaking or like this today where there's cameras and microphones is way outside my comfort zone.
I wouldn't think that from doing, and today, I mean, it feels so natural.
I hope so.
Yeah. You're doing great. Doing great.
Oh, thank you.
Final social media one. So you show up true as yourself. You do. Like,
Yeah.
Social media is, and if you don't follow Erin, follow her. Follow this girl. She'll give you all the beauty tips.
It's messy.
It's fantastic. It's so good. You show up true as yourself. How do you manage that on the tough days? This is what I want to know. This is what I like to know. Like, do you ever catch yourself thinking, oh, maybe I shouldn't post that? Or are there days when you think, I can't do this today. I can't.
If I'm in a really bad place, if I'm having a really down day, I won't show up because I just don't feel like it and it would be draining and I can't fake it. So if I tried to, that would show that I wasn't being real or authentic and people would be able to see through that. So maybe I don't do that on those days and that's fine. It's my social media. It's my choice. sometimes I'll sit with it and I'll have my experience on my own if I'm having a bad day or a down day or whatever, and then I'll choose to share afterwards once I've come through the other side.
Yeah.
And like, you know, if I was quiet for a few days or whatever, and I mean, sometimes I'm just quiet because I'm busy. Like, we've got life, like social media isn't life, right? So we've all got jobs and projects and stuff and mum life and all the rest of it. So yeah, like I'll just do what I can when I can. I don't really like, I'm not about followers or views or likes or anything like that. And I know to keep the algorithm going, then you have to be consistent all the time, right? So I just try not focus on that and just be like, this is what feels good in the moment. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it.
You're manifesting it.
Exactly. And then if you've had an icky time or whatever, and I want to go on and be like, oh, this is what's just happened or this is how I've been feeling, then I'll share that. But it's your own platform, so it's entirely up to you what you choose, isn't it, really?
Well, I think that's why it works, right? What you're doing is working, and that's why, because it is just so natural. It's not forced.
Thank you.
And like you said, my opinion anyway, and my experience of watching platforms is that if it's forced, it's obvious. It's like an alarm bell, isn't it? You can
100%,
see it.
Yeah.
But then everyone chooses to follow what they follow and like what they like, and you find your tribe.
Yeah, so true. And like, I think like my husband thinks I overshare quite a lot, and he, like, we're very different characters in that way, and he'll be like, oh, I think that was quite personal. But as long as it's not, like, if it was something that was involving James and I, or it was something about us, or, you know,
there's boundaries.
There's boundaries. And, you know, even just, you know, saying that Will was an IVF baby and we had those struggles, like, I would check all those things first because it's involving somebody else. But if it's me and my own feelings and my mental health, and I know that I can help somebody, then I'll show up.
Okay, final one before the quick fire.
Okay.
What is next for Erin and the Purpose Project? Is it all top secret, or can you let us in on some of the little things? What are you manifesting?
I have ADHD, right? So my brain goes at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and I have so many ideas every single day. I mean, I can't quite execute all these ideas and plans, and I get overwhelmed, as I'm sure we all do with these things. And so it's been a process, especially since I've kind of gone a little bit more part-time with beauty to focus on the Purpose Project. It's like, right, what do you want to do first? What's most important? And I really thought, okay, I'm going to step outside my comfort zone this year. I want to speak more at like events and things. So, I mean, I've done 3 already this year, which haven't been my own events. So to be kind of towards the end of February and done that, I'm like, okay, tick, that's quite good. Yeah. And yeah, I've got another couple of things planned for this year, and then just probably really setting the foundations, finding my path, finding my groove with it all. And then next year I'll step it up a gear maybe.
God, I'm so excited. So excited. Well, I have loved this, but we still have a few quick fire ones to go.
Okay.
So give us the deets, girl. Right. Give us the deets. So what's your favorite podcast right now that you're listening to?
Oh, I love podcasts. You know that. If I'm not sending you a voice note podcast, then I'm listening to them. I really like Rochelle Hume's new one.
Oh, I love
Ladies Who Launch.
So good.
Really, really like that. And then I really like He Said, She Said.
Oh, yeah, Dear Media, on Dear Media, right?
Yeah, Louise Thompson and her...
Oh, no.
Yeah. Louise Thompson, you know, that was on Made in Chelsea.
Oh, I have not.
And her partner. It's fun. Like, she's very raw and very real about her struggles and through her mental and physical health. But there's also a lot of, like, lightheartedness in it as well.
Okay.
So it depends on... Yeah, I would say those 2 at the moment I'm absolutely loving.
Oh, I've got a new one too.
Yeah.
I want to know this one. One item of makeup only. What is it?
Mascara.
Me too.
Has to be. Otherwise you look like a mole.
Yeah, which one are you using?
I use Sky High by Maybelline. Yeah.
Is that the pink and...
It's like a purpley kind of tube, isn't it?
The pink and green one?
Yeah,
back in the day.
Yeah. No, I think definitely mascara, because obviously I'm a semi-permanent makeup artist, so brows and lips are done. So we pop a mascara and we can speak.
Speaking of the lips.
Yes.
I need my blush permanent doing. Erin has some new colours in.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
Oh, a friend had hers done the other day. Oh my God, amazing.
Yeah.
often on your social media, you are using different beauty tools. So what is your beauty tool of the moment? What do we need to be using?
I'm very into my skincare. I like to take care of my skin. I could not live without my Lumi Spa. You look like you don't know what a Lumi Spa is.
Wait
Do you?
a minute.
Do you have one?
What's a Lumi Spa?
A facial cleansing device. You have one, right? Like you put the cleanser on, it goes zzz, and then you clean your...
No, I used to have a Clarisonic.
Okay. Well,
But I don't have a Clarisonic anymore.
okay, the Lumi Spa is brilliant. I love it.
Well, I need a Lumi.
Yeah, you need a Lumi.
Oh,
Lumi's great. Couldn't live without that.
where have I been living? Under a
No.
rock? Okay, Lumi.
Yeah.
We need a Lumi.
Yeah. And I can also get them for you at discount price.
Oh, well, I need a Lumi then. I'll be...
Yeah, we'll sort that out.
Thanks. Current favourite Instagram account to follow?
Ooh, can't remember how I came to find him, but Simon Squibb is new to me. Do you know Simon Squibb?
No, right. I'm outing myself as behind the times. Like, thank God we're doing this.
Yeah.
Who is Squibb? Who is Simon Squibb?
Simon Squibb. So he's like an entrepreneur who goes on the street and asks people, what's your dream? And then he like gives them money. And he's also like set up this app and platform where people can help other people. So people can go on there and say they need help with XYZ in their business, but then there'll be people on there who can give them that help.
Oh my God,
free.
it sounds like there was a program, wasn't there? They used to do like Secret Millionaire or something.
Something like that, maybe. But Simon Squibb, I'm really enjoying watching his short videos and stuff just now.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. He's
I'm
new
into
to me.
this.
I don't think he's new. Like, he has millions of followers, but he's a newbie to me.
Squibb.
And I enjoy.
Right.
Yeah.
What's in your online basket?
Ski stuff, actually.
Oh yeah, you're going on a trip.
Yeah, and I couldn't sleep last night, and I was on Oysho website last night.
They've got some great stuff.
Gorgeous ski stuff.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Me and the girls are planning a ski trip for
Mhm.
next kind of January,
Yeah.
February. Already planning the outfit.
Yeah, get some stuff in this once it goes in the sales. Zara had some lovely bits as well, so I bought
I
some
saw they
bits
did
in
ski.
there.
Or they did a ski.
And I mean, I'm not a skier, right? I'm going for the après ski.
Yeah, obviously.
I'm not.
And the fashion.
Well, I mean, I'm not fashionable, but yeah.
Ah.
And so Oysho, the ski stuff is in my basket just now.
Yeah,
To check
yeah.
out.
Ultimate power outfit. What makes you feel fantastic? Like, what are you putting on and you just feel, yeah, I feel good?
I mean, I'm such a trainer, like Sam, like the Adidas trainer. I mean, the amount of pairs I've got is ridiculous.
You wear them so well, though.
Well, I just find them so versatile, so I can put them on with obviously like activewear, jeans, dresses. I love that.
The pair you wore, they kind of, I want to say they're like tea bag coloured ones, the beige.
I think I have them in my bag, so heels on just now, but yeah, I have them on for them all.
I've got my fluffy Birkenstocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
They're so
probably
nice.
trainers is I'm comfy in, but like, I mean, putting on a nice pair of heels,
Yeah, there is
a nice
something-
pair of jeans and a blazer,
You do feel polished. though.
dress,
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
I like a bit of everything, to be honest.
depends on the day.
Yeah, exactly, your vibe.
Your high street, but if there was one luxury brand you had to choose, what
Mhm.
would it be?
Always Louis Vuitton.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, you have your bags. Yeah.
I'm I'm not really a designer person per se,
That's
but
one.
love me a Louis.
That's great. Okay, final two. Piece of advice you'd give your younger self.
Oh, I did that, that's like a trending thing just now, isn't it? Like, right, go meet your younger self for a coffee.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
I find that such a lovely exercise to do. I think I just tell I always think back to my 19-year-old self in the hospital with this newborn baby, just thinking, oh my God, how are we going to do this life? I think I would just say to her, it's all going to be okay. You're going to do great.
Like, look at it now.
And she's going to do great. This baby girl's going to be amazing.
And look at, I got chills now because, like, look at your life.
Yeah.
Like, if you are an ultimate guest, like, if she is an ultimate guest for my pod to say, you can do this.
Yeah. 100%.
Like, amazing. Amazing. Okay, final one. Ultimate girls' night. In, out, where are you going? What are you doing? What are you eating? And who's coming?
I do like a brunch. I'm not going to lie. I do like a brunch. I'd definitely be a daytime socializer over nighttime.
You never go out.
Yeah, I'm quite boring. One of my best friends, however, like, she'll have friends come over from the UK and she'll go out for dinner at like 10 o'clock at night.
You were saying that the other day.
Yeah. And I'm
No.
like, Sarah, what are you doing? Like, I've already been in bed in an hour. Like,
No.
absolutely not. It's not happening. I'm not breaking that boundary, even if I love you.
Yeah, that's not okay. I would have to go to sleep, set my eyes, and I'm like,
have a nanny nap, because you love a nanny nap, don't you?
oh my God, I've just gotten into these.
You love a little nap.
It's the whole new thing. It's
Yeah.
the whole new Jen.
I loved them when I was pregnant. They don't happen anymore. So yeah, I would say daytime. There is like a party girl in me, and when she comes out, like
She's ready to go.
she can go. And my husband is like, oh God,
She's out.
here she is. I'm not like a huge drinker, but when I do, like, I don't like a lot of alcohol, like the taste of a lot of different alcohols. But I love a rosé, and then get me going on that, and a wee dance and some nice maybe sushi or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love it.
and you'll be there, obviously.
Thanks. Oh, Erin, this has been
I've loved it.
everything. I've loved it so much. And you've just shared your energy. It's just been a delight. And I hope, well, you've said you've loved it. I hope that it hasn't been as scary as you thought.
No, I've absolutely loved it. Especially with your little face smiling back at me. Makes it so much easier.
I'm going to share everything in the show notes, but
Thank
please
you.
tell everyone where they can find you, all of your wonderful things, and especially your manifesting kits.
Yeah.
And
So we have the website for the Purpose Project. Disclaimer, I am not the most techie person in the world. I'm still a one-man band. So I am still trying to learn how to do all the things. I will maybe get some help soon. But you can find me mainly on Instagram, Erin Harrington. I think it's XO. Yeah. XO. And the Purpose Project has a website, and we have the Purpose Project on Instagram. And yeah, there's workshops. There's more. I'm going to release some new dates for vision board workshops and self-love breakfasts.
And they're so good.
They're very wholesome.
They really are.
They are.
So
Great.
keep watching and sign up, because they get sold out quick.
They do. Yeah.
Very quickly. So thank you. And to all of you, if you've enjoyed today's episode, which I don't know how you couldn't, please don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And I'll be back next week with another incredible guest. So until then, get up, get dressed, grab your lip gloss, and let's get fabulous together. Thanks for listening.